Hello, everyone. Welcome in
Welcome.
for another
Chit Chat Tuesday.
chit. You know the name.
Yes.
I wasn't sure you could remember the name. It's been a minute.
Yes.
Welcome in for another Chit Chat Tuesday. It has been
A minute.
probably well over a month,
And I won't even
probably a month and a half, 2 months.
tell the audience that she was fussing at me before we got on.
Guys, it's a challenge getting this stuff set up. I mean, I rearranged my office to be like a studio, so it's easier to set up the equipment. But it's setting Ron up, and he has to start talking and doing this and that right before we go live. And I'm like, our mics might be on. Like, stop all the extra chatter,
Mhm.
and it's just constant. But we're back. We
Yes.
appreciate you guys being here for another Tuesday chit chat. Chit Chat Tuesday. I can't remember the name because I do my Monday thing now. But appreciate you guys being here. We have a special edition today. And I do have to say, Alyssa from Alyssa's Adventures in Cruising is unfortunately not able to make it this evening. So we're going to have to get her rescheduled. But we will have Jocelyn from Allen Family Adventures joining us later during the chat. So we're going to spend about half hour or so just chatting with you guys, catching up, and then we're going to bring Jocelyn in. So
Yes.
let's see who we have here in the chat. And I hope you guys can hear and see us okay.
Yes, if you could let us know, please.
Yes. I think we've been pretty good. I think I've been pretty consistent setting up things. So I hope we're good. Let's see. Michelle PJ, welcome into you. Happy Tuesday. Thanks for being here. Thank you. Felicia Hall, welcome in. Appreciate you being here. Happy Tuesday. And thank you so much for being a channel member. Michelle PJ and all of our channel members, thank you for being here. I can't, this app doesn't show me the sign that you're a channel member. I know most of you guys off the top of my head, but if I miss you, thank you to all of our channel members for being here. Michelle PJ says, looking forward to your guests, Alyssa and Jocelyn. Yes, and again, Alyssa won't be here, but moving forward, I talked about this during one of our last Chit Chat Tuesdays that we were going to be looking at trying to collaborate more and get people over just to kind of talk to us about cruising. And so, probably once every 3 months, one of those segments will be a members spotlight. So if you guys don't know, we do have channel memberships, and
Yes.
we have a lot of channel members who have YouTube channels. So whether it's cruising or traveling or cooking or what have you, we're inviting our channel members to pop in, just kind of talk about their channel, and just kind of hang with us for a little bit. So that is something that we're going to do probably once every 3 months or so. Just a random chit chat will be us talking, and then we'll just bring on some of our channel members because we want to thank our channel members for all of their support that they provide to our channel. Let's see here. Lead by Living, welcome in. Says excited for this chit chat. We're excited to have you here. Thank you so much. And welcome into the 40 of you guys watching so far. We appreciate you being here. DT Cruiser, welcome in. Good evening to you. Good evening. I want to say, if you have any cruise questions, put those in the chat. But that's for Monday. If you guys have not been part of my Monday midday cruise Q&A. I
Please
have been,
stop by.
yeah, please do. We're doing it every Monday when I'm not cruising to just answer any questions that you may have about cruising. I decided to do that. If you guys have been watching, I decided to do that because I get a lot of questions from just random questions from either our videos or people that necessarily aren't clients of ours. And I just figured that was a good way to kind of come back and just answer questions that you may have. So this Chit Chat Tuesday is a little different. We just kind of talk about whatever. But if you have questions, you can feel free to also drop those in the chat. So today we don't really have anything planned. Just going to talk to Jocelyn from Allen Family Adventures and just kind of hang with you guys for a little bit. Kaylee Anderson, welcome in. Appreciate you being here. And everyone watching on Facebook, I think we're live on Facebook. I hope we're live on Facebook. Maybe we aren't. Oh, we are live.
Okay.
If you're watching from Facebook, thank you so much for being here. We appreciate it. Um, Kaylee says Ron is the hardest piece of equipment to get ready. I'm telling you. I am telling you. Welcome in, Lady O. Appreciate you being here. Said caught you live. Yes, we appreciate you being here. On the go with Yola. Welcome in, welcome in. She said in true cancer form. Yep, true cancer form. He already knows. Guys, I'm telling you, we just need to have the camera rolling right before these start. Because it's like, we just finished eating real quick. Well, actually, where did you come from?
Swimming lessons with Joe Marie.
Yeah, Joe Marie's taking swimming lessons. So
She jumped off the deep end diving board.
She jumped off the deep end diving board. And if you guys, probably early on, when we started our channel, I shared a funny clip of me because I learned how to swim, 5 years ago?
Yes.
Maybe 5 years ago. And I was terrified jumping off of the deep end. So I'll share that clip maybe tomorrow. So Joe Marie, you guys know she's fearless. She jumped off no problem. Paul Warren, welcome in. Ahoy to you. Welcome in. Michelle, PJ says sound is great. Thank you so much. Video and audio is good. Thank you so much. Miss Naturalized, welcome in. Good evening to you. Let's see. Secret Gem Travel Agency, welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. That's a new name. And guys, if you aren't already subscribed, we would greatly appreciate you subscribing. We just hit, I'm not gonna call it a milestone, but we just hit another threshold, I guess. 29,000 subscribers. We hit it yesterday. So we appreciate everyone who subscribed, or those who, just come in and like our videos, comment, share those out, or even share our channel with family and friends. It really does help. We are on the road to
50K.
50K. And initially, when I set that goal, I was like, maybe that's a bit aggressive. But I don't know. We are, 2.5 months into the year?
Mm-hmm.
And I think we could possibly do it. We'll see.
What's going to happen if you hit it?
If we hit 50K,
tell me.
And this is the official announcement of that, we will be giving
do.
away a cruise. I don't know which cruise yet. I'll let you guys know as we approach 50K. But when we hit 10K, we did give away a cruise. And it was a cruise on our MH Family Ventures MSC Seashore cruise, which took place this past July. Mm-hmm. And so we gave away a cruise once we hit 10K. And I said that once we hit 50K, we would do that again.
When we was on that cruise, what else happened on that cruise? You gave away another cruise.
Did I?
To some...
Oh, that's right. We did give away a cruise on. And that is for actually, did we give away another cruise? Yeah. We did. So we have another upcoming cruise, Carnival Conquest, July 21st to the 25th. We did give away another cruise for that sale. I'm glad you reminded me. The person's booked. We just got to pay it off. I'm glad you said something because they would have got an invoice. Like, you gave it to me free. We're going to make sure they're taken care of.
Since I mentioned something.
I'm glad you did because those invoices are going out. Guys, final payments for cruises are going out. I mean, if you're cruising in the summer, like final payments, this is the season where I'm running a lot of payments for clients and people are getting their summer cruises in orders. So, and if you guys don't know, we are the owners, or I say we, but
yeah.
Owner of Major Ventures Travel Agency. We're in this together, but it's my face you see. Major Ventures Travel Agency. So if you are looking to book a cruise, would love to assist you with booking, planning, anything cruise related, we can help with. We don't book flights. We talked about that again on the Monday Midday Cruise Q&A, but can help you plan and book your cruise. So reach out if you are interested.
And what does your husband do with the company besides being the eye candy?
Eye candy, that's enough.
Okay.
Landon C says, evening, everyone. Appreciate you being here. Issa Black, I'm assuming because you were on the live stream the other day. I'm thinking that's what your name is. Issa Black, I like it. Video and audio is on point. Thank you so much. My Aunt Plum, welcome in. Hope you guys are doing well. Victoria, welcome into you. Felicia Hall's letting us know that the sound is great. Kaylee, good question, says, are you excited about the new Celebration Key? I am excited about Celebration Key because I'm curious. I think more so because I'm curious to see exactly what it's going to be and what it's going to look like. Like, is it going to truly look like what the images are showing? Is anyone booked for Celebration Key? Let me know in the comments. But I'm excited for it because it's something new for Carnival. And I think compared to their other private destinations, this sounds like it's going to have a lot more. My biggest concern with Celebration Key is the cost.
The nickel and dime you?
Yeah, I mean, you will get one free meal. So if you guys don't know, Celebration Key is Carnival's new private destination. It is not a private island. And in the beginning, I kept calling it an island. It's not an island. It is a private destination because it is actually part of Grand Bahama or Freeport. So it's a beach that they have designated there for Celebration Key. It's not a separate island. My concern though is that it does feel like they're going to start nickel and diming, because if you look at the cost of those shore excursions, they are expensive. If you're trying to get like a lounger or go to the adults only area, all of those things are really expensive. And it would have been nice if Carnival kind of followed suit of Perfect Day at Coco Cay, where pretty much everything is included except for like the Cocoa Beach Club, which I do have a vlog on. We went this past December. And then you also have the adults only area. So it would have been nice if Carnival kind of, I know they're Carnival, they're not Royal Caribbean, but I just feel like a lot of the areas seem like there's going to be some nickel and diming. And I think a lot of people, the biggest uproar that I'm hearing about Celebration Key is that people lost the train of thought. Oh, the dining. So like if you go to Perfect Day at Coco Cay, you usually can, I mean, you can go across the island and eat. They have the little huts that you can go get chicken sandwiches and mozzarella sticks and funnel cakes. Then they have the like the barbecue buffet pavilions where you can get barbecue and tacos and this and that. It's not going to be like that at Celebration Key. And I think people are kind of expecting it to be like Coco Cay, and it's not going to be like that. So you're going to get one, what they're calling quick bites, I think it is, loaded to your VIFP card or your sign and sale card. So when you get to the island, you can get one casual meal, which, you know, one meal is enough. But part of the cruise experience is
What's a casual meal consist of?
like hot dogs, like probably like hot, and I don't think that's been made clear either. I'm assuming like burgers, hot dogs, beans, or something like that. Maybe some French fries. I don't know for sure, but it'll be loaded to your sign and sell card, and then you go to the kiosk and get it. And if you decide not to pick up that meal, you can get half off one of the seated dining menus. So we'll see how it all goes. We are booked on the second sailing going to Celebration Key. So we're booked July 18th through the 21st, which Carnival Vista is the first ship going to Celebration Key. We thought about booking it. It's an 8-day sailing. Didn't really want to do 8 days free ports with our busy summer. So, you all right?
Yeah,
You good? He's good. Need some water?
No, I'm good.
Okay. Um, so we didn't want to do the 8-day cruise. It was 8 days with 3 ports is just not
Enough.
it's not enough. So
Not enough.
we decided to do the Carnival Conquest 3-day that goes to Celebration Key, and then we have a group cruise for July 21st through the 25th. So if you want to get on board with us July 21st through the 25th, let me know. We do still have some space available for our group cruise. But yeah, I'm excited for it. Just curious to see how it's all going to work. Now, Carnival, they are offering some free or I guess PR trips to Celebration Key for media and TAs. I'm hoping that we possibly somehow connect with Carnival to do that. That would be amazing to have that content before the first sailing, to kind of have an idea, share with you guys what that's going to be about. So um, Paul Warren, welcome in. Says congrats on 29K. Thank you so much. We appreciate it. Phil and D's Travel Spree. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate it. Gloria Jackson, welcome in, welcome in. Everyone speaking to Phil and D. Sig the Solo Cruiser, welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for being a channel member. Landon C says, I need swimming lesson. Guys, it's never too late. It's never too late. Like I said, I learned how to swim, what, how old was I? 39, 38? So yeah, it's never too late to learn how to swim. And I encourage you to learn how to swim, especially if you're a cruiser and you're out at water. It's just, I'm not the strongest swimmer, but if I needed to, you know, I mean, I don't like to jump into the water, but if I needed to, or if I needed, I could get back to shore for the most part. I'm not a really strong swimmer, but I can do it. So yeah, I would definitely encourage you to take some swimming lessons. Secret Gem says, I'm a fellow TA and cruise content creator. Well, we'll have to give you a follow. Where do you go to get YouTube background music? I use Epidemic Sound. I used to use the free music that YouTube has, but what was happening, and this I guess could happen with any royalty free music, is that at any point the artist decides that they want to copyright it, then you could get flagged saying that you need to, change the song or that you no longer can be monetized. And we had that happen to a few of our earlier videos, which I mean, they don't make much money anyways because they only have a couple hundred views. But we started noticing a trend of some of our videos getting
They,
demonetized
mm,
because of that. So I stopped using that, and then I was using something else before, but I like Epidemic Sound. I like it because they start picking up on my style of music and what I usually put in the vlogs. And so a lot of times I don't have to research anything. I just go in and like on my first page, it'll give me like some suggestions. So, and I don't put much thought at all into the music that I put in the vlogs. I just don't. Now, I've started trying to get away from using a lot of music because it sounds like YouTube is starting to favor channels more that don't do a lot of editing to their videos. I just feel like there's a lot of white noise in my videos when I don't have music. So I kind of like the style of having music, but I'm trying to cut back a little bit on that. Um, Everyone's saying congratulations. Appreciate that. Welcome in, Daphne. Appreciate you being here. Travels with B&B. Welcome in, Paul. Appreciate you being here. Let's see here. Everyone's congratulating on 29K. We appreciate that. And everyone that's popping in. Keisha H, thank you for being here. And did I see you live earlier? Guys, I had to lay down. I was tired. I haven't been feeling well the last couple of days, but I had to lay down and I was scrolling on YouTube, and I think I saw you going live and you're planting seeds. Guys, if you don't know Keisha H, she is a gardener. I am too, and I'm actually going to do my garden
since when?
this year.
When did that start up again?
Guys, I've had a garden for what, 7 years?
Yeah.
About 7 years. And the last year I didn't do anything with it because of the travels. But I told Ron, I said, this year I'm going to get back in the garden. I'm going to plant, all of my stuff because it did give me a sense of peace and a sense of, something outside of travel and outside of sitting on my computer, on my device. So I'm excited to get back in the garden. But I saw Keisha H, so I'll have to go back and watch that. On the Good Yellow says, yep, I have one coming up too. I think you're talking about a cruise. Tammy Scott, welcome in. Ronaldo, welcome in. All right, I'm just kind of scrolling. Satin Jazz Lady, appreciate you being here. On the Go with Yellow said, I was booked. I had to cancel a different opportunity. Are you talking about Celebration Key? Welcome in, Carlene. See it would see. Appreciate you being here. I was watching your Virgin Voyages vlog before this, so I'll have to finish that up when I get off of here. Marjorie, welcome in, says, I love free cruises. Well, you are a subscriber, Marjorie, and I think a channel member now. I appreciate you being a channel member. And yeah, once we hit 50K, the plan is to give away a free cruise, or give away a cruise, I should say. Welcome in, HB5. Appreciate you being here. Kaylee says, I'm booked, but it will be September. I can't wait, but the cost worries me too. Yeah. I get to see videos first. Yeah, the cost, and I think that's the biggest complaint is the cost of some of the things there. Now, you could easily go to Celebration Key and make it a beach day and not add on any added expense. Just know that you're not going to have like an unlimited buffet, or you're not going to have, you're going to have some areas that are included, but it would have been nice to not have, and I don't even think it's the fact that they're charging. I think it's the how much they are charging. I think the adults only pass, for the adult, last time I checked for our ceiling, it was like $149 per person, and it only included like 5 drinks or something weird like that. Yeah. Oh, and that's the other thing, the fact that you can't even use your drink package on the island or at the destination. It's the same case for Half Moon Key and Half Moon Half Moon Cay and Princess Keys. I don't know why I say K and Keys differently, but it's the same case for those islands. So, but I wish Carnival would change that. So I feel like when I sit here, I like to sit at my desk. When I do the Monday midday cruise queue, I'm in my desk chair, so it's a little more comfortable. So I kind of go like this with my neck all the time. Let's see. Travel with Will and Paul, welcome in. Appreciate you guys being here. It says, hey there, definitely feeling seeming nickely and dimey. Yes, absolutely. We're booked for end of July on the Freedom. Yes, and I will I'll be at Celebration Key 3 times in July. Three times. We're booked. Carnival Conquest, July 18th through the 21st. July 21st to the 25th, the Carnival Conquest. And then I'm booked on Meet and I's group cruise. I don't remember the dates, but it's the last week of July on Carnival Glory. Okay. Yeah. So, but speaking of group cruises, guys, we do have a few group cruises coming up. I've had some people ask about them. Again, we have Carnival Conquest July 21st through the 25th. If you want to join us for that, you're more than welcome.
Will I be on that?
I mean, as far as of now, you are.
Okay. Did you send me my payment?
um, what's the next one? Oh, we do have an Alaska group cruise, but that one is closed. We have a very small group going to Alaska with us in June. Then we have the next one would be Greece, which we've closed that one off as well. But we have MSC World America, December 20th through the 27th, if anybody wants to join us. I think right now we have about 15 cabins booked for that sailing. So it'll be a nice size group for the holidays. It is December 20th through the 27th, and it's running its Western Caribbean itinerary. So going to Roatan, Costa Maya, Cozumel, and MSC Ocean Cay. If you guys don't know, we were also invited on board MSC World America for the preview cruise or media sailing, which is taking place on April 9th. It's kind of creeping up. April 9th. So I will be on board with my sister, Regina, who is also a cruise travel advisor with Major Adventures Travel. So we're going to be on board. I've already scheduled a live stream to go live to walk around the ship, show you guys it live. So make sure you, at the end of this, go over there to see or to turn on the notification for that. I scheduled it for 11:30, but it just depends on how quickly I get on the ship and what things are looking like getting on the ship, because there's going to be some other events and things going on. I just learned that the Today Show will be there when we get on board. So just depends on what's going on when I'll go live. So turn the notification bell on so you know when I do go live. And speaking of that, I can't recall if I shared it on a chit chat, but we were also booked on the inaugural for MSC World America. And what did I have to do?
I don't know.
He doesn't know. I had to cancel that sailing because one thing when you're a content creator as well as a travel agency owner, you have to kind of you have to be business minded. And so we were booked on the inaugural sailing. And then we got the invitation from MSC for the media sailing. So I was going to remain on the inaugural, but then I started figuring, okay, that's 10 days on MSC World America. And then we'll be back on it 7 days in December. And when I look at the trips that I take, this and that, I'm looking at
time away from you,
time away from the family or my husband, looking at the content that's going to come from the video. And it felt like it was going to be a lot of MSC World America. And you guys already know I'm going to have a lot of content those 3 days that I'm on board. So I decided to shuffle that cruise, which MSC will allow you to do if you have a Fantastica booking. You can move it within reason. So I did move that sailing. So we are no longer on the U.S. inaugural sailing. And honestly, the reason we did it too is because Ron wasn't able to go because Andrew couldn't get off work. So Ron was going to stay back with Andrew. And then Dice was like, it's his spring break. He was like, he'd rather just chill. He's at that age now where he's going to be a senior next year. So he's doing a lot more hanging out.
Yes.
He has a girlfriend, all of that. So he's like, he just kind of wants to chill for spring break. I think if it was another cruise, if it was Carnival or something, he would have gone. But he's like, MSC, I'll see them in December. So it was going to be Joe and I, and the media sailing would not allow children. So it was going to be a lot of trying to get her down to Miami. So long story short is that one is canceled.
Too late for that. But
you didn't even know it was canceled. You did know. You just don't remember. Welcome in. Nicole says, book for Celebration Key for February 2026. Yes, yes. Welcome in, Bryson. Appreciate you being here. Lead by Living Travel says he needs some milk. Laugh out loud. Welcome in, Nick. Appreciate you being here. Say hello to Don for us. Kaylee says allergies, Ron. I'm there with you.
Yes.
I don't know if is it allergies.
Yeah, let's go with allergies.
Okay. Oh, Paul, you'll be on board with us. Awesome. So we'll get to hang out with Paul.
Yes.
Are you on the 3-day sailing or the 4-day? Allie says we are booked for the Vista first visit, but that was by accident. I didn't know it was the first. It wasn't. The very first one that was scheduled was Carnival Conquest, and then they bumped it up because I strategically looked and I didn't find out that they added Vista until a client told me. And I was like, oh, I said, no, Carnival Conquest was the first one. And then I called Carnival and I said, hey, because usually with Carnival it's a non-refundable deposit. I said, hey, I booked Carnival Conquest because I wanted to be one of the first going there. Now that Vista is there, can I just move my sailing? And they said, yeah, that they would honor a move without penalizing. But I looked at the itinerary and I'm like, I don't want to do 8 days on Vista, unless it's at least 4 ports. So,
Anything on Facebook?
yeah, they're all popping up here.
Oh, that's great.
Dawn and I will be on the Radiance of the Sea starting this Saturday. We'll have a good time. See what she says. Being able to float goes a long way. Yes, absolutely. Wallace Travel, welcome in. On the go with Yellow says treading the water is my friend. I can't tread for anything. I'm just gonna lay back and float. That's all I'm gonna do. I don't care to tread at all. That's a lot of effort. Welcome in, Shalonda. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate you being here. But we have 119 people watching. We appreciate you all being here. Shout out to all of our channel members watching. And if you don't mind hitting that like button for us, we greatly appreciate it. And if you are new here, I'm Nicole from MH Family Ventures.
I'm Ron
from MH Family Ventures.
From MH Family.
You just see my face all the time. Yes. And so we are on the road to 50K subscribers. This is our Chit Chat Tuesday, which we used to do every other Tuesday, but travel and all kinds of things. This is actually probably a busy time for us because we have with Joe Marie swimming, track season is starting up. Dyson's already in his training phase. We're just like all over the place all the time. So it's hard to schedule these chit chats because of that.
Almost had a state champion for basketball.
Yes.
Andrew's team won silver medal for Ohio.
Yes. Last week?
Yes.
I actually had to cancel a cruise last week. I was booked on Siobhan's Lush cruise for Carnival Conquest last week, and I had to cancel because Andrew's basketball team made it to the state tournament, and honestly, and even his coaches, they were surprised that they made it, but they did. They had a really, really good season. So we weren't expecting that, and then it kind of popped up, and I was like, I can't miss that. So I had to cancel that cruise, but thankfully, you have travel insurance, and actually, I booked under a casino rate, so I would just get back my taxes and fees, and but yeah. Beauty Queen Dennis says, sending love from Vegas. Appreciate you being here. All righty. We got about 15 minutes before Jocelyn from Allen Family Ventures pops in to say hi to us. We'll just kind of go through some of these comments. Travel with Will and Paul says, we just finished a training today for Celebration Key. The Island Eats program will be good for one free meal at any food truck, shack, or casual dining venue. Yes. And I know a lot of people kind of have an issue with that because they want unlimited. I get it. I'm fine with one meal. What you see in the vlogs, because I don't eat all that. I have to tell people that all the time. Like, I don't eat all that. It's called research. Welcome in, Big Murph. Happy Tuesday to you. And yes, we are doing well. Appreciate you being here. I've been struggling the last couple of days. It's like I flare up whenever the weather changes. So I have like these bouts of complete exhaustion, fatigue, body aches and pain. So I'm hanging in there.
Yes, sure.
I pushed through it. Landon C says, looking forward to seeing Celebration Key. Yes. I'm gonna let Ron say this big word because I'm gonna stutter over it.
Which word is that?
I talk too fast. You say it. Anyways, thank you, Ronald, for being here.
I don't have my bifocals on.
Anyways, he says he's concerned about trying Carnival. I don't want the party vibe. I want a chill, relaxed vibes with a slight dose of turn up. Should I try them and which ship? I would say if you are concerned with Carnival's party vibe, the party vibe honestly is hyped up in the media. Yeah. It really is. A short cruise with Carnival, you're going to get more of that. I would say do a 7-day cruise, and I would just say go straight to the Excel class ships. Carnival Celebration, Carnival Mardi Gras, Carnival Jubilee. I would go to now there's going to be a lot of kids on board regardless of when you cruise. Of course, the summertime is going to be a lot more kids, but those ships aren't really party like that. And I really feel like a lot of times it's hyped up in the media. It's there. It's not quite what you may think it is. Now, a 3-day cruise on Carnival Vista may be something different. So, and it's trepidations. I know how to
Oh,
say
I
it.
didn't even see that. Oh, now I see.
I just felt like I was gonna stutter over it because you guys know I do stutter. Keisha says yes, Planet Peppers and okra. Nice, nice. Luna, welcome in. Says I'm going on my first cruise in April, and your videos have been so helpful. Well, thank you so much. We appreciate that. Hope you have a great time.
Yes, I hope you get addicted to the
Uh huh.
cruising bug.
Tonya says, I'm booked on Magic in September doing a solo. Couldn't find anyone to go with me. Can't wait for Celebration Key. Well, hope you have a good time solo. And there's nothing wrong with going solo. I go solo lately a lot.
Yes.
Because it's what I do for work now. So speaking of that, if you guys did not catch our new series is what I'm calling it. It's the MH Fam by Land and Sea. Let me know your thoughts on that. So what I did was, and I plan to do more of these. So if you guys have a destination or someplace that you would like to see us highlight, whether it's even just like Port of Miami or somewhere here within someplace here within the U.S. My plan is to over this year, next year, is to find like short cruises because a lot of people don't want to take a lot of time off work to take long cruises, and so sometimes it might just be okay. How can I make a jam-packed 4 or 5 day with a short cruise involved. And so that's what I did when I went to
Where'd you go?
Rio de Janeiro. And guys, let me tell you, that cruise was booked and planned within 2 weeks. What exactly happened? What did I have to cancel? I had the flu.
Mm-hmm.
What cruise was I on?
They don't need to know all that. They just need to know that it was 2 weeks.
Oh, I was booked on Costa Cruises.
So you're going to tell
I am, because I have to tell the full story. I was booked on Costa Cruises, very first Costa cruise, had the flu, had to cancel. And I figured, I still want to do something. And there was a great deal, great rate for MSC Cruises. And so I booked it and I was like, I'll figure everything else out. And it turned out to be a wonderful trip. So I spent about a day and a half in Rio de Janeiro before the cruise. And then I had a 3-day cruise on MSC Orchestra. And I kind of condensed those vlogs down. Usually I will do, if it's a 3-day cruise, I would do 3 separate vlogs. But I literally did 2 vlogs. I did the land portion and I did the sea portion. So I want to know your thoughts on that style. I won't do that for every cruise, but I'm thinking like those short 3-day cruises, whether it is out of Port of Miami, that might be something that I do because people want to see the destinations that they're porting out of.
Yes.
Because some people don't fly, most people, or you shouldn't fly in the day of your cruise, and you want to kind of have an idea of what you can do. And I had a jam-packed day and a half. In Rio, and then I had 1 port stop. So check out that vlog if you didn't see it already.
You had Uber drivers playing questionable music.
Yeah, but it was a fun time. But yeah, nothing wrong with going solo. I'm doing a lot of solo, not really by choice. It's truly work for me. Now that I'm doing this full time. If you guys don't know, I was a former educator, school principal, and left almost 2 years ago now, right?
Yes.
Almost 2. This is my second school year not being in the school system, and so I stopped to just work the travel agency, and things are going so well thanks to you guys. So we appreciate all of your support,
Yes,
whether you're a subscriber, a follower, a troll. We appreciate you too because you guys leave comments and it keeps us getting paid. So thank you so much.
But I will say this, that when you were an administrator, that you knew the days our kids were being off for school. Now she has no clue when they have teacher appreciation.
I don't. They had a day off, last Monday?
Yeah.
And Joe Marie said, so I said, no, you don't. She was like, yes, we do. I'm like, they did. They had a records day or something. Hey, Jocelyn, I see you back there. I'll bring you on in a few minutes. And Jocelyn from Allen Family Adventures is here. It didn't give me a notification. I probably got to turn my volume up. Let me go through a couple of these comments, and then we're going to bring Jocelyn. So if you are here, I mentioned at the very beginning that for our Chit Chat Tuesdays, probably once every 3 months, we are going to do a special segment where we do a members only spotlight. So we have a lot of channel members on our channel. many of which who have their own YouTube channel, whether, like I said, it's cruising or travel or food or family or just lifestyle, what have you. And so we're going to open it up for them just to kind of come on and chat with us for a little bit. Because, guys, there's a lot of amazing content creators out there doing all kinds of different things, not just cruising. So it'll be a chance to kind of just talk to some of our channel members and show our appreciation. So, and we will also be bringing on other creators who are within the cruising space, not necessarily channel members, that, will add some, get their perspective on cruising and
Different
things. So,
views.
yeah. Lead by Living says, are you excited about MSC World America? I am. I am super excited for that ship. If you guys don't know, I do like MSC. I really have no big issues with MSC. They are one of our partners, but regardless of whether I'm a partner of MSC or not, I always give my true, honest opinion with wherever I am. But I'm really excited for this sailing. It'll be very, very busy, but I'm excited for it. Let's see here. Secret Gym Travel Agent says, just returned from Princess Cays in Bahamas from Carnival Sunrise. So much to talk about. Yes. Yes. Thank you so much, Paula. Says, don't forget to thumbs up this cool chit chat. I appreciate that. American Bully Mama. That's a unique name. It says, we have our first cruise coming up May 17th on Carnival Vista. We'll have a great time. Welcome in, Parkers on the Go. Appreciate you guys being here, and thanks for being channel members. And I was catching up with they just released some port. They were on board. Is it Resilient Lady? I think Resilient Lady. And released their San Juan port and all their different ports. I had been watching these the last couple of days. So welcome in, Parkers on the Go. Appreciate you being here. Let's see. All right. Just kind of scrolling. Jonathan, welcome in. Appreciate you being here from the UK. Thank you so much for supporting always. Is it Nakia? Says booked on Carnival Celebration for spring break right around the corner. Now, guys, speaking of spring break, I just got to put this out here. We have been like so swamped with the travel agency. And what have I been like talking to you about lately?
I can't say that on air. the customers that don't read?
Oh my God.
Oh, not that?
God, he's trying to get me canceled. And you wonder why I said I'm the owner of Major Adventures Travel Agency. Oh my gosh, he's trying to get me canceled. About the last minute bookings.
Oh, yes, that's true. That too.
About the last minute bookings. Guys, we are getting so many requests. Mm-hmm. Guys, these cruise ships are selling out. I'm telling you, if you are looking for May or June, a lot of things are sold out. Like, I'm getting requests for Alaska. I'm getting requests for all kinds of things. And it's like, I want to do my best to help. Mm-hmm. But we all have to be realistic in that cruise ships are selling out. You have to book early. You cannot in March say, I want to cruise in April and I got all these specifications, mm-hmm. and I need this. It's not happening. It's just not. And I'm to the point where I have to be very realistic in saying that up front, that I'll do my best to find it, but it's going to be really hard. If you need an accessible cabin, you're probably not getting it. If you need adjoining cabins, you're probably not getting it. If you need a cabin that's going to be directly midship near an elevator, you are probably not getting it. So if you are looking to cruise this summer, I suggest you get on it. Whether it's with Major Adventures Travel or another travel advisor or booking directly, make sure you do that. But make sure when you go online, don't Google the cruise line's phone number. I did release a quick short earlier today about this. I had another client that got hacked, and there's other people because you can read about it in like the forums. If you go onto Google and you type in, and I think it probably happens late night, more so than during the day, because I verified the numbers for cruise lines today when I was sitting around talking to my client that was impacted. Well, he went, when you use a travel advisor, you should make all payments, changes, this and that with a travel advisor. But sometimes those who are new using a travel advisor forget that, or don't realize it, or they don't want to, they feel like they're bothering because they have to run a payment. So they'll just either call the cruise line or they'll go on the website and try to do it themselves. Well, he decided he was going to call to make a payment. He did make a payment, but did not make a payment to the cruise line, $1,000 payment. So you have to be careful on the numbers that you're calling. If you have to call the cruise line, go directly to the cruise line's website and check. I had a client 2 months ago, same thing happened with Carnival. It's not the cruise lines doing it. They're hackers and people creating these profiles. They'll even have like the same hold music Guys, AI is crazy. So like they'll have the same hold music, this and that, as the cruise line, so you think that you're talking to them. But yeah, if you work with a travel advisor, they will not touch your booking. So that's like a red flag if they are able to access your booking or tell you things about your booking. And more than likely, they don't have that information, but they're going to collect your payment information. So be very, very careful. All right. Travels to PNB says the 3-day sailing. Yeah, we'll see you on board. All right. Let's see here. And Travels with PNB says, yep, Conquest was the first one. Yeah, we probably booked at the same time. um, let's see. Crystal says, I can't swim or float. I love watching others enjoy the water. Yeah, I only enjoy the water when it's crystal clear. If it's not crystal clear, I won't do lakes. Oh, that terrifies me. Like lakes, and like we have a lot of lakes here in Ohio. I won't. Mm-mm. Let's see here. All right, I'm scrolling. Welcome in, Just Kaya TV. Appreciate you being here. And again, shout out to the 140 people watching. We appreciate you guys being here. All right, we're gonna go ahead and we are. Oh, Parker's in the guest says we miss you. Hope to see you next year, guys. Yes, you will see me next year on Lush. Siobhan is, and I can't remember the sailing. It's in October. I don't remember which ship, but guys, check out Parker's on the Go. Siobhan, she does have a Lush, ladies unwind, sip and hanging cruise Virgin Voyages, end of October of next year. Check it out. I will be on board for that one for sure. It's on my calendar. There shouldn't be any conflicts because usually October is usually not as busy. We have basketball during that time.
Bowling. We have some.
We'll have a college student.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes.
Will we?
Not next year.
Yeah, we will. October next year, we will have a college student. So, mm-hmm. All right. But appreciate you guys being here. I'm going to go ahead and bring Jocelyn in. Hold on, one more. I'm positive because he graduates in 2026. He graduates in May of 2026. So October 2026, he'll be in college. Ronald Britt says, yesterday I compared World America versus Icon and MSC's thousands of dollars lower. Yes, they are. With many more inclusions, get that drink Wi-Fi package. Absolutely. It's not going to last long. I guarantee you once creators are on board, the media's on board, it's already gone up in price. Our MSC cruise for Christmas with drinks and Wi-Fi, the group rate that I have is less than the rate without drinks and Wi-Fi if you book directly. So if you want to get on board MSC World America for Christmas, but you don't want to hang with us, just book the rate. Just book the rate. I got cabins.
Yes.
So reach out. I don't mind. Take advantage with drinks, Wi-Fi included. So, and mine was several $100s cheaper than the current rate. Let's see here. Thomas says, I sent you a request for Carnival Cruise in September. Well, I will respond to that request. Thank you so much. All right, I'm going to go ahead and bring Jocelyn in. And again, Jocelyn is one of our channel members, and Jocelyn's been a long-term channel member, probably one of the first ones.
And we cruised with her.
Yeah, we cruised. I can't remember when. Carnival, I cruised with Jocelyn, Carnival Horizon, I think for Life of V's group cruise. Thanksgiving, Carnival Magic, I think. So yeah, so we've been hanging out with Jocelyn and her husband Jeremy, but I'm gonna go ahead and bring her in and let her chat with us for a little bit. And then we'll come back to the comments. So if you have any questions for Jocelyn, feel free to drop those in. Let me see if I can get her on. All right, hold on.
Hi.
Hey, how are you?
Good. I had to run to the basement. The dog started barking. I'm like, I don't want to hear the dog on the live stream.
I'm surprised
Yep, there he is.
Brennan's not in here. Oh, he was. How's it going?
Going good. Happy Tuesday.
Good. Well, we appreciate you being here. We appreciate
Thank
you
you for
being a
having
channel
me.
member. Absolutely. Let me make sure I can turn this up so I can hear you. Is it turned up from there or here? I don't know. I want to make sure I can hear you. Hold on. Sorry. All right, there we go. All right, so Jocelyn, tell us about Allen Family Adventures. Who are you guys?
Well, mostly you see me on the channel. It features the family a little bit, but I'm the face of it. But we're a
Mm-hmm.
family of five. My husband Jeremy, we've been married for almost 10 years, coming up in October. We have three kids, Deuce, which is 8, Janelle, which just turned 5, and
Mm-hmm.
Jackson, although he looks like he's 5 years old, he's 2. He'll be 3 in June.
All right.
So real busy around here.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I am sure. We don't. We missed the days of the kids being that young because I think you and I were having this conversation the other
Yep,
day. We were talking about family cabins on cruise ships and
it's
um,
stressful.
oh yeah, family of five here too. So yeah,
Yes.
so absolutely we understand that. But no, we appreciate you being here. So what does your channel focus on? Like, what do you guys do on your channel?
Lifestyle, so anything related to the kids, kind of like day-to-day things. Travel when we go on cruises or anytime out of town. Marriage. When I originally started the channel, it was just cruising, and then we didn't get to cruise as much as we wanted to. So then I
Mhm.
expanded it to doing kind of like, day in the life, activities with the kids, that type of thing.
So you started off the channel as cruising.
As just cruising. So I was
Okay,
only posting something maybe like once or twice a year. And
got it.
then I'm like, okay, wait, this isn't going anywhere. Let me expand it to, include kind of like day to day stuff.
Right, right. Now, how many cruises have you been on?
17,
17.
Okay.
And when
17
did you
cruises.
start cruising? You've been cruising for a while though, right? Or did you
Uh,
just
first,
start?
no, first cruise was in 2013,
Okay.
Okay.
or was it 2012? One of those. Um, at the beginning, we were just doing like 3-day cruises. Veronica always teases me of how long I've been cruising, but I still haven't made platinum yet.
Because of those
But
3 day cruises.
right, when we first started cruising, we were only doing like the little small 3-day, 4 days, and then after we did, we started getting our feet wet. Then we started doing the 7 days, and it started building up. So
Hmm. What do you prefer as far as the length of your cruise?
anywhere between 6 to 8 gives you
Mhm.
enough time to explore the ship,
Yeah,
enough port days. 3 is too short. It's like, just came off of Love and Football, and it was like as
I
quick
was
as we
gonna
got
say.
on, we were getting the debarkation papers and all of that stuff. It's just not long enough.
Hmm. Yeah, the 8 day cruises. What do you think about that?
I like it. I like being on the water, but I do have a question for you, Jocelyn. Since you have time well before COVID, what's the biggest shift that you noticed pre-COVID and now after COVID cruising?
Well, the muster drill, that's first and foremost, not having to sit on that deck for 50,000 years waiting on them to get everybody to get there at the same time and all of
And
that.
see, we didn't really have to experience that because we started cruising right before COVID.
Yeah.
So we
Okay.
didn't really experience that. I think our first
Oh, it
couple of
was
cruises,
terrible.
yes, but yeah, so we kind of lucked up in that regard.
Hmm.
Especially if you were doing the smaller ships because the muster stations are like on the side, right by the lifeboat. So you're sitting there like packed like sardines, waiting on everybody to show up before they start. So,
Oh
oh
yeah.
no, it was terrible.
Yep, I definitely don't miss that. But guys, welcome in. If you are just popping in, we have Jocelyn from Allen Family Adventures. I just dropped a link in the chat. If you guys don't mind going over and subscribing to Allen Family Adventures, as Jocelyn mentioned, they have cruise vlogs, family lifestyle. So go over and check them out. And again, Jocelyn's because she's one of our channel members, and we're doing a channel member spotlight to those creators who are channel members of ours, just to kind of chit chat and get to learn and see because like I said, there's so many channels on YouTube and there's so many amazing creators and people out there, just sharing their lives and their experiences. So we appreciate Jocelyn coming in to chat with us. So
I
how long have you
appreciate
been
it.
on YouTube? How long have you guys been on YouTube?
Since 2017, the
2017.
yeah, so right after Deuce was born, and then like I said, maybe like one vlog or two a year, and then I think maybe in like 2018, 2019, that's when I started posting regularly.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. And what have you, as far as YouTube, like what do you love about YouTube? I know there's things that we all love and things that we don't like so much.
Honestly, the community. I mean, some of my best friends that I talk to Veronica and Etna and everybody more than I talk to my family on a regular basis. So they have
Mhm.
YouTube literally brought me family. I mean, Veronica is the godmother to my youngest, and I literally met.
So you didn't know Veronica and Edna before YouTube?
No,
I would have never guessed that. I would have never
no.
guessed that. That is
It,
that is awesome.
we literally, I watched Veronica's vlogs to get ready for uh Carnival Dream. And
Uh-huh.
then that's how I saw Etna's channel, and we've just been together ever since.
I would have easily, if you guys have never seen Life with B, Edna's World, JT, Jocelyn, all of them together, like I would have never thought that you guys weren't
You two
friends
brought
or
us together.
family outside of YouTube. So that's amazing because I will say that too. Like I've met so many amazing people on YouTube. Um, and just the community.
Hmm.
And you probably hear a lot of negative things about YouTube, with in some regards, but I feel like the travel cruising space,
Hmm.
it's like really nothing but love for the most part. So I
And the
appreciate
and the
that. I
no judgment zone about how much I travel, because you're talking at work or you're talking with your family. It's you going on another cruise, and then on
right,
YouTube it's like, come
we
on,
get
we get
it.
it, book it.
Yeah, we get it. We get it. So yeah, and you can come here, and it's a safe place because, like I said, our cruise Q&A, I was like, people aren't going to want to come and talk about cruising, but people are showing up. They want to talk
Yeah.
about it. So it's like it's a safe space to
Yes.
talk about what we love to do. So yeah,
Yes.
that is awesome. And you've seen their connection because
Yes.
yeah, I thought you guys were like related or friends for
No.
years. So yeah, YouTube is a
YouTube,
great
like
way to.
Veronica just said, YouTube made us family.
All right, that is awesome. I honestly I learned something new. Yep. And I've cruised, like I said, I was on Life of Bees cruise with you guys.
Hmm.
We were on Carnival Magic.
Yep. For
Um,
Thanksgiving.
was that for Friendsgiving?
Hmm.
So that was a group that was with Edna hosted that, correct?
I don't think
Or
it was a host. We just all decided to
okay,
get together for Thanksgiving.
got it. And I just so happened to be on board.
Yep.
It just all worked out. So
It
yeah, so
all
it was
worked
nice
out.
hanging with you guys. Absolutely. Let's see. I'm trying to go. If you guys have any questions for Jocelyn, feel free to drop those in the chat. Just kind of scrolling to see if we have anything. But as far as cruising, which cruise lines have you been on? Do you have a favorite cruise line?
Um, Carnival is my favorite. It's definitely the one I've been on the most. I've been on Norwegian once, Virgin once, MSC once, and Royal twice.
Okay. And what are your thoughts? I'm going to ask about NCL and MSC. Do you have any thoughts on those two?
NCL was really good. I definitely want to go again. Um, a group setting. So, it was a group cruise. It was the Vloggers Extravaganza. So
Mm-hmm.
with that one, it was an itinerary with a lot of different activities and stuff. So I definitely wouldn't mind exploring that again. I know you're
Okay.
gonna laugh at MSC. I'm gonna give MSC another try
Okay.
eventually. But you know the disaster I had with MSC. But
Mm-hmm.
um you make me want to try it again. But
Okay. That's my
MSC,
job. Yeah, let's get on
it,
it.
it was it was a disaster the first time. So for a while I was like, nope, one and done with
Mm-hmm.
MSC, but
Mm-hmm.
eventually we'll try it again.
Yeah, MSC has made a lot of progress because it's been a while since you. It's probably been well over a year, right? Almost 2 years.
Yeah, almost 2 years.
Yeah, so they've made a lot of progress since then. I will say that, and the value is just. I mean, especially for families of five. I mean, the value is just amazing.
Undeniable.
And actually, I'm going to share this. I don't know if you guys. I mentioned before about MSC having an infant waiver. I found that out through Jocelyn. So,
Yes.
as a travel agent, I had no clue, and she
I
asked me
wish
about it,
I
and
wish
that's
it was still applicable.
right. That's how I found out. Now, Jocelyn, you're not a travel agent, right?
No, not a travel
You
agent.
just like to plan and book cruises and not a
Mhm.
travel agent though.
Nope.
Okay. All right. Let's see. I'm just scrolling through everyone saying hello. Let's see. Trying to see if you have any questions for Jocelyn. Everyone's saying hello. Lead by Living, thank you so much. Says I'm subscribed. Thank you so
Thank
much. Welcome in,
you.
Edna. Appreciate you being here. Um, my cruising family, welcome in. Says the YouTube community is amazing. Yes,
It
yes,
is.
it really is. Just scrolling through. Welcome in, Evolving with Edna. Appreciate you being here. Just Kaya TV, because Just Kaya has been with you guys too on a few cruises, I
Mhm.
think. Yeah, and you
Yes.
guys didn't know Kaya before that either.
You
Before
two
you two.
brought everybody together.
That's
Wow.
amazing. And I was talking to Kaya because I met Kaya on our first cruise vlog, Carnival Sunrise 2021, and we met talking about our tripod or our selfie stick at the time. So,
Mhm.
Okay.
so what's been your worst cruise to date? Was it the MSC?
It was the MSC
It was
cruise.
the MSC. Okay. And I guess to give more context, excuse me, this was the sailing that it had just come across from Europe, right? And it was
Right. So
repositioning over.
in MSC's defense, it was the first sailing coming back. Seaside had been in Europe for the longest, and it was the first one back in the U.S. And it was just disaster after disaster. It took like 5 hours for embarkation because they had something wrong with their computer system. Muster drill was a disaster.
Mhm.
Guest services with onboard credit. It was just I was ready to get off.
Yeah, yeah. And I learned something after that too. So MSC guys, and this is something I don't know if I've shared it before. If you ever had onboard credit with MSC, it does not appear on your account until closer to the end of the cruise. So they
Right.
apply it almost as if like a payment on your cruise. So you will have to. I know with other cruise lines, if you have onboard credit, you can go in and spend and it comes off your onboard credit first before it hits your account.
Mhm.
Whereas with MSC, if you have onboard credit, you're going to have to charge your card on file to make any purchases, and then that onboard credit is credited to your account towards the end of the cruise. So
Yeah,
I
I
learned
know
something there.
now, but yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
um, my cruising family says, "What? I thought you knew each other before YouTube." Yeah, you guys
No.
have a great chemistry because I had no clue. Six said the same thing. Um, Welcome in Life with Me says YouTube made us family. That is awesome. Yeah, I love
It
that.
did.
And then my cruising family says, yes, the travel cruising space is very, very supportive. Absolutely. Absolutely. All right. Just trying to scroll to see other comments we have. Says Edna's World, I thought you, V, and Jocelyn have known each other forever. Yes, yes. Welcome in Together We Travel. Appreciate you being here. For those of you that are watching, we have 129 people watching. We appreciate you guys being here.
Yes.
We're just having a members only spotlight, and we have Jocelyn from Allen Family Adventures joining us just to kind of chat for a little bit for our Tuesday chit chat. Or why do I keep saying that?
It is.
I think I'm saying the date first because I do Monday midday cruise Q&A. Now it's Chit Chat Tuesday. I'm saying Tuesday Chit Chat, but Chit Chat Tuesday. I'm getting confused. Uh, let's see here. Landon C says, seems like everyone has an experience with MSC. I agree. I need another try. Absolutely. Absolutely. You cannot beat the value of MSC. Not at all. Let's see here. I'm just sorry. I'm trying to see if we have any questions.
Jocelyn, when is your next cruise?
In May on the Carnival Sunrise, we're doing a Mother's Day cruise. I'm glad the oldest one is not here. He's at football practice right now, but we'll be
Mhm.
on for a 4 day sailing, and we're actually surprising the kids.
Okay.
My oldest needs to stay off my phone. I got like the little cruise countdown widgets, and he sees the cruises for the year, and he's like, "Oh, well, which one of those are we going on?" And I'm like, "None of them."
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
the plan is to surprise them the day of travel day, like, we're going on a cruise. So hopefully
That's awesome.
got about 50, I think it's like 50 something days left. So hopefully we can keep it a secret.
Can hold on to it. Yeah.
Okay.
They have
Yeah.
ways of finding out. So
Because he's
you got to
always
be
in my
careful.
phone. So
Right, right. Edith says Jocelyn is the organizer. She's the church secretary. I can
I am.
totally see that.
I am. I'm behind the scenes keeping everybody organized.
I can totally see that. Sparkle Packnet says, does Carnival offer an infant waiver?
No, I wish they would.
They do not. They do not. So as I know it, it's MSC and Royal Caribbean, and they're not guaranteed. Um, so the way it works is, let's say you're like Jocelyn, a family of five, and if you book a cabin that holds four, most cruise ships don't hold five cabins or hold
Mhm.
five people. It's hard to find cabins that hold five. Some of the
Very
older
hard.
ships might, with like a cot on the floor or what have you. Um, so if you book a cabin with four, if you agree to allow the infant to either sleep in your bed or if there's room for a crib, they'll let you sign a form stating that, you won't have five beds in your cabin and that the infant can sleep in the bed or a crib or what have you. You still pay the taxes and fees for the infant, but you don't pay like a cruise fare or anything like that. So that's what the infant waiver is, but it's not approved. And I think MSC say like they had to wait till closer to the sailing to actually approve it. Like it wasn't immediate, if I'm recalling.
Yeah, like his name was added, I think, for numbers wise, so they didn't go
Yeah.
over. But then he was added. But it was nice. We had a cabin. We had a balcony for
Hmm.
four because, again, like you said, it's impossible to get. You can get interiors and ocean views, maybe, like you said, on the
Right.
older ships. But we were able to get a balcony for four, and it had the bunk beds and the king size bed. And then they were able to bring a pack and play for him because on that cruise, on the MSC cruise, he was only nine months, so he was still
Hmm.
in a pack and play.
Okay. Okay. Let's see. We have a question here from On the Go with Yellow. It says, Jocelyn, what is your favorite thing to do when you cruise?
Uh, my favorite thing, probably three, neck and neck. Sea day brunch is a must on Carnival,
Hmm.
absolute must. Uh, the casino,
I was gonna say.
I'm a roulette girl. And then probably just looking at the ocean. I mean, the ocean is, I know it's a cliche statement, but the ocean is my happy place. If I got a balcony, sitting on the balcony, if I'm being budget friendly, then, finding somewhere on a deck to, look out at the water.
Hmm.
I agree. I love the ocean.
Yeah. As a casino player, do you mind if I ask? Do you get any like comp sale, like any tips you want to give to those that might want to become a casino player?
Are you
You
asking
need
for
to.
yourself?
Now, you know what? I
Maybe.
wish I wish Jeremy was here. Jeremy is the one that gets all of the deals. I was just telling
Uh-huh.
Kaya about this. He gets, I get all the emails for us, and he gets the discounted cruises, the drinks on us, and all of this stuff. And I can't. I finally got one good casino offer, so no, I would have to
Mhm.
ask him what. He's a table person too. He doesn't play slots. He does roulette. He does the craps table. So I don't know. He does something to
Okay,
get the
but he
offers.
gets good ones.
He
Yeah,
gets good
yeah.
ones.
Yeah. So the casino, watching the ocean, and
C day
um
Sea
brunch.
day brunch.
C Day brunch. I agree with the C Day brunch. Like that is a must
That's a
for
must.
us for C Day brunch. I enjoy that as well. Let's see. I'm just kind of scrolling to see. What would be your top tip for like those family cruisers, those who are traveling with families, particularly young families? I feel like I'm covering like we started off with our kids young. Now our kids, well, Andrew's grown. He's about to turn 20 next
Oh
month.
my
And
goodness.
then with Dice, he's about to be a senior in high school. So I feel like we used to have the little kids, but we didn't quite get to vlog them as,
Little.
so
Younger
what would be
kids.
like some advice for those who are cruising or traveling with young children?
Pack your patience because with dealing with lines and tempers with kids, you got to have a lot of patience and use the kids club. Um,
Absolutely.
Look, I don't have a problem with, hey, mom and dad need some time, or, if we're in a group setting, hey, we're about to go hang out with our friends. Go ahead and go to the kids club, which they love it anyway. It's not like it's,
Yeah.
forcing them, but use
Hmm.
the kids club.
Right, right. Yeah, and we have no problem with the kids club. I think our kids have kind of grown. Drew can't go. Dice, he'll go. It's more so now we have to set a curfew with him. Like, you're not just going to run around the ship and this and that. Joe Marie absolutely loves it. And so, that's the first thing we do is make sure they're registered.
Yep,
And yeah, absolutely utilize the kids club. That's a, yeah,
it's
if
a
we couldn't
must.
utilize and some people will say, they'll make comments like, well, what's the point of even cruising or traveling? You spend a lot of time outside of the kids club as a family. Like, we always
Right.
dine together. We go to the shows together. We
Hmm.
do a lot together on the cruise, and that's what they like to do. But we've actually had some comments about, oh, you dropping your kids off at the kids club and this and that.
I've
What's
had
the
a
point of
few.
taking a vacation? And I'm like, I'm with them all the time. This is
Right.
their vacation too.
Right. Let them enjoy it. It's
Yep.
activities for them, video games and playing with kids their age. Use it.
Hmm.
Yes.
Right. Now, as a family vlogger, any tips for those who are I think I saw a question of someone asking about a solo couple, which guys, if you're asking questions, let's if you're asking questions regarding cruising, we can answer your questions regarding cruising because Jocelyn has a lot of experience and she is truly a planner. Although she's not a travel agent, she's a planner. I know. But come back on not this Monday, the following Monday for our cruise Q&A because I can answer all of those cruise questions for you. But
Yes,
as a
spilling tea.
family, yeah, as a family vlogger, what tips might you have for those who are, have a YouTube channel or trying to vlog with the family? Like, what are some of those challenges and how do you overcome having small children and vlogging?
The outbursts. I mean, some stuff is not supposed to be on the internet.
Mm-hmm.
So kind of
Gotta
just
edit
being,
well.
yes, being
Mm-hmm.
mindful of that, and then they've grown to be used to it now. Too, like Veronica sent me a video one day. Janelle was holding up like a calculator or something, um, pretending like she was vlogging, and Deuce now he helps me record and stuff. So if they're old enough, let them be involved. Um,
Mm-hmm.
but then also being mindful of kind of like that audio in the background and making sure they're not
Mhm.
catching something behind the
Mm-hmm.
scenes.
Yeah. Yeah. And you got to make sure, because like as you grow and people start recognizing, you remember our situation? Do you remember with
I'm
Joe
not going
Marie?
to answer any more questions. I don't want to get.
I think for us a challenge is like we keep it real. We
Oh,
really do.
I remember.
And it was too funny because having, and this was a few years ago when Joe Marie was younger and she was real bratty. You guys don't always see that on camera. And I recall we were in one of the terminals leaving the ship,
Mm-hmm.
and Joe Marie was acting out about something. We
Yes.
saw this girl that she kept watching us. This was probably, we were at like 10K. We didn't,
Mm-hmm.
you don't realize how many people really know you until you get on a cruise ship.
Mm-hmm.
And so this lady kept looking back, and I was like, what is she looking at? And Joe Marie was acting out about something.
Mm-hmm.
All I know is, what did you say?
I said something about getting her tail tore off.
You didn't say tail.
I
it,
mean,
it,
sometimes
it,
look.
as soon as she gets through customs.
Uh-huh. She was cutting up that day. I think she was just sleepy or whatever. And then Ron said, yeah. And then like 2 minutes later, the girl turns around. She was like, oh my gosh, I just love you guys. And I'm like, she was like, I'm a subscriber. And I'm like, oh. I said, well, that was very real what you just
that
saw.
was that was real uncut.
And that's how we are because, you, like you said,
Yes,
you act up in public, we're going to,
Yeah.
yeah. So
yes.
that for me is a challenge. It's like, we keep it real, but we also, we have our private family moments and,
Mhm.
things like that. And so, yeah, once you start getting recognized, it's a challenge. And she kept looking back, and eventually I said, why couldn't she say that before he did all that? Like, she was looking like she wanted to say something, but she waited until after
Sometimes
she was
it's
about
just
to
it's
get
just
her.
real uncut. I'm not about to be if the
Yeah.
kids, like you said, if the kids act up, I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
act up with you.
Right. Let's see here. We have some people saying that they love the kids clubs. Philly D says, yeah, let them kids get away from under us sometimes. I'm a firm believer. Absolutely. And you're probably going to be a bigger firm believer because you have a new one at home. So yeah,
Yes.
let them go have fun. But Lead by Living Travel says, how was your Royal Caribbean experience like? Like, do you like Royal Caribbean?
Oh, I love Royal.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing I will say about their kids club, with the under three, you have to like reserve time with them.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
you only get one like guaranteed session, and then the rest is based off of availability. So I wasn't a
Mm-hmm.
fan of that, but Royal Caribbean is great. I love Coco Cay,
Yeah.
one of my favorite private islands. And once again, Jeremy gets great casino deals with Royal Caribbean. I get an email every week about a free cabin with them. So
Mm-hmm.
he's doing something in the casino to get, but
Right.
no, I love Royal.
Yeah. Awesome. See, we like Royal, but I could do without them, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I like Royal. I just feel like for me, it's if I had to pick between Carnival and Royal, it's going to be
Oh, it would
Carnival
definitely be
probably.
Carnival, but
Yeah, it would be
I
Carnival
do
for
like
me. I
Royal.
think I love Royal Caribbean ships.
Mm-hmm.
The food isn't as good as it used to be. I used to say Royal was way better than Carnival, and I don't
Hmm.
know if I agree with that anymore. I mean, we like Royal Caribbean, but Yeah, I think the kids prefer Carnival over Royal
Oh yeah, most
overall.
definitely.
Keisha H says, I've watched Jocelyn's packing video. She's super organized with that too. I mean, you have to be with three young
I was about to
children.
say with three small kids, I'll mess around and forget something. I gotta make sure
Hmm.
it's all together.
Hmm. Braden Bull is asking, have you been on Disney? I have not been on Disney. What kind? Yeah, have you been on Disney yet? Do you have any plans to
Have
get on Disney?
have not been on Disney. I want to get on one, but Jeremy is saying that it's a mortgage payment, so I gotta, get my PowerPoint presentation going to convince him to let me book one. Uh, and
Yeah.
but I do want to wait with the cost of it. I do want to wait until Jackson's at least maybe about 4 or 5, so he can appreciate it a little bit more.
Hmm.
Um, I mean, I'm all for letting the kids travel and cruise, but for that one, you got to be a little older.
Yeah, yeah. And Disney, we went on Disney almost 3 years ago. We're just not big Disney people. Like we want to do Disney again. We're just not huge Disney for us. The value is just not there. But I
Hmm.
could see it if you are a Disney person. We will be trying Disney again, maybe sooner than later. But yeah, the cost of it, especially for a family of five, like I have a lot of clients that book Disney and like family of five. I mean, you're easily talking, you know, 4 night cruise, $8,000 to $10,000
Yep.
easily. It's crazy. I mean, that's like 8 MSC cruises.
Right. And that's what he's saying. He's like, "Do you know how many Carnival cruises we can go
Yeah,
on?" So, I mean, I get it, but I mean, we got to do it at
yeah.
least once. At least once.
Yeah, it's the black says that's what we love. Keep it real. Yeah, I mean you have to. You have
You
to.
do.
And Carlos says, I hate bothering YouTubers. I know, especially when they have kids. Adults only, I will say something. I don't mind
No,
we don't mind
come and say
people.
hi.
Yeah, we don't mind people saying hi to us. Kind of where we I'm not gonna say draw the line. But yes, you do have to, especially having children, there has to be some level of boundaries there. For instance, we've been on ships before. People love Andrew.
Yes.
Hmm.
I recall one ship, a lady walked up and was like, Andrew, and hugged him. I'm like, excuse me? Like, I don't know. Like, I understand you know us from, but don't go pulling on him and hugging on him like that until you have spoken to me. Like, come say hi to me so I know that you're just a subscriber.
Calm down.
No, because I
But
did. I was
but
like,
no,
who is
but
that?
no, she's right though, because I'll never forget on the Friendsgiving cruise.
Hmm.
Andrew was at the silent party, and these ladies were
That's
like
right. You guys protected him.
they were dancing all around him, and me and Veronica was like, "Wait a minute, hold on, back up."
I remember.
Yep.
Yeah, I appreciate you guys looking out, and we don't mind people speaking,
Mhm.
or saying hi, or even if they wanted to give Andrew a quick hug or a little dap or whatever the case may be. But it's like there's a way to go about that. Like you can come talk to me, you can talk to Ron. We don't even mind you saying hi to Andrew. He's more than likely just gonna wave and keep walking.
Hmm.
But yeah, it just kind of caught me off guard. I think we were at a deck party or something, and just kind of grabbed him and hugged him real quick, and he just, I'm like, like
Yeah.
don't do that. And then like Joe
Back up now.
Marie, and like our kids are always with us, so you're never gonna have like Joe Marie's not gonna be a little girl walking across the ship on her own. One,
Right.
because I feel like that's unsafe regardless of who you are, but I think now too with us having a bit of visibility and people can spot us out when we get on a cruise
Hmm.
ship a lot of times now. Like I would never just have her off on her own because you just never know. So
See, Edna
we
just
don't
said it
mind
too.
people speaking.
She said we almost beat a lady down about Andrew. We were like,
Yeah,
back
I
up.
remember you guys told me that. Yeah, you're right.
And
So
Andrew did talk to me about that after it happened, and he just said something about that Miss Jocelyn. He said she was blocking, and that's all he said.
stop. Stop. But yeah, no, we don't mind people speaking at all. We love it. But people, and I get it. People, they see us and they're like, oh, they're relatable. They almost feel like family. They feel like friends. But you also have to remember that while you may think you know us, you're a complete stranger to us. You know what I'm saying? So it's
Hmm.
like there has
Hmm.
to be a level of, okay, let's introduce one another. And even still, it's like we have
Right.
to protect our family. We have to, so yeah. Sparkle says, how do you pack diapers for for a baby? Do you have a
Ooh.
system for that?
Carry them on the ship because if somebody loses my luggage and I'm without diapers, I'm screwed.
Oh, that's a good point.
So, Yeah, definitely make sure that's I try to avoid doing the suitcase for carry on, but no, if the kids are with us and diapers and wipes have to come
Hmm.
with me because if anything happens to that, especially because the gift shops don't sell diapers or wipes, and depending on what port you're going to, it might not be, a close store or a brand that we use. So no,
Hmm.
that's got to be in the carry on.
So they don't have diapers or wipes at all, and I never even paid attention to that. So there's no diapers or wipes on board usually.
They might have wipes, but definitely not diapers.
Got it. Oh yeah, and I guess depending on the size too, that's probably
Right,
too
the
much
size
to
and
keep
yeah.
in stock. Yeah, that's crazy. Yes, Joe Marie. Oh, hold on. Wait a second, Joe Marie. We're almost done. All right. So let's see. Life of says that lady's about to get her butt kicked talking to
She
Andrew. Yeah.
was.
And we don't mind. Andrew's not gonna talk back more than likely. He'll just smile or wave or what have you. But yeah. And we do give him a little bit more freedom on the ship, but we're usually not far off. Or a quick text, call, whatever away, because we have to recognize that he is an adult. And so we set boundaries. Like we might allow him to like hang out at the sports bar. He'll have his own little, seat. We tell him, hey, we'll be back in a half hour to check on you. You don't leave, drink your Sprite, whatever, so we set boundaries like that. And he always has a way of communicating with us. So it's like that fine balance of letting him be an adult, letting him enjoy himself, but also protecting because of the
Right.
circumstance or what have you. So,
And
yeah.
for those of you that don't know, our Andrew is autistic. That's why
Yes.
we keep a tight rein on him.
Right. And Dice, people approach Dice too. He will smile and say, hey, and keep walking. He's just not, he's like me. Like I'm an introvert. Dice is very similar to me. He's more of an introvert. He's gonna be, hey, and keep walking. So you're not gonna get much conversation from him. Keisha says Raquel's ready to flex all over again. Don't touch the children.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah. All right. So let's see. We're going to go ahead and start wrapping this up. So, what is your YouTube goal for 2025? Before that, guys, if you have not already subscribed to Allen Family, I cannot talk tonight.
Alan Finn.
Allen Family Adventures. I'm going to put the link back in the chat if you wouldn't mind going over to subscribe to Jocelyn.
I
She mentioned she's going
appreciate
to have
it.
a cruise coming up in next month, I think, or
In May.
May. So there'll be
Mother's
cruise
Day.
content. There's already some cruise content out there. So be sure to go check her out and her family out over at Allen Family Adventures. But what is your goal for YouTube? Do you have like a goal for this year and like a long-standing goal?
For this year, just trying to be more consistent with the live streams. I do a weekly live stream on Monday evening, so trying to get in the habit of doing that weekly. Sometimes, Monday is just like I'm tired, I don't feel like it, but being more consistent with that. Um, the goal for this year is 5K. I'm at like a little under two and a half. So 5K is my goal for
Mhm.
this year, and just to keep rolling out content.
That's all you can do. Just keep pushing along, and things pop all of a sudden, it seems like. So the more you post, the more you're going to get engagement. And I think the live streams really help a lot.
They
It
do.
brings in new people, and it really helps boost channels, as I'm learning. So YouTube is one of those things. The algorithm, some days it plays fairly, some days it doesn't.
And then sometimes it doesn't.
And yeah, so just keep cranking it out. We have another question here from Sparkle. Says, do you bring them in sleeves of the diapers? I'm planning a 5-day cruise in August on the Sunrise, just trying to figure out about the diapers.
Yep, I keep them in the sleeve that they come in from the box,
Hmm.
and then pack whatever your kid uses on a regular day. Pack double because I always say cruise food makes you go a little bit more than usual.
Hmm.
So you don't want to be out at sea and you're out of wipes and you're out of diapers. So whatever you use, double that.
So it's probably too much info or TMI, because we haven't had to change a diaper, thankfully. Whew. We're not going to be changing the diapers anytime soon.
See, I
How do
just
you?
I just asked that question. Would she consider? I,
Absolutely not.
yeah, she didn't even hesitate.
Absolutely not.
I don't
No.
blame her.
We already started over with Joe Marie. We got a 20. No, no, not at all.
I
But
don't blame
how do
you.
you discard them? I'm curious. Like, how do you discard diapers? You're in your cabin. Do you just keep them until the room steward comes, or is there like a
So the room
process?
so the room steward will bring like a red biohazard bag. I know it seems like
Oh,
lethal, but they'll put that in your can. They'll usually give you two cans,
Okay.
one with the red biohazard bag and then one for regular trash. And then
Okay.
they'll come in and get rid of them. And if it gets too lethal smelling, you can, bag it up and then ask them to come and get it, which, my kid goes. So
Got
if
it,
you
got it. And I know that's probably TMI for a lot of people, but it's probably helping someone in the chat.
Yes.
It's not helping us because we're those days are gone. But yeah, it's kind of cool to know. Tia says,
So
"Hey, two
you
of my
don't
faves."
think
No,
about it?
no, mm-mm.
Okay.
Nope.
You
Those
sure
days
about
are
that?
done. The next diaper I change will be a grandbaby. No time
I,
soon.
I don't blame you whatsoever.
Tia says, hey, two of my faves. I'm late, but definitely want to be rewatching this. We appreciate that, Tia. Let's see here. See what C says. Jocelyn sounds like the people want you to create a baby packing video. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean, there's
Okay.
you got Phil and D out there, but Phil and D they've been traveling with PJ for a little bit, so
Mhm.
they might even already have a video out there. But yeah, I mean, there are people
Okay.
traveling, which I love it. I'm glad to see so many young families out there traveling and cruising, even with babies and infants. Like
Mhm.
you can do it. Like I said, I was raised. Guys, I didn't take my first cruise until I was
Married
37, 30, 30. I don't know
till you was married.
till I was no, we've been married for a while. I took my first cruise when I was like 37. And prior to that, I hadn't really traveled. And
Mhm.
people don't believe me when I say that.
Mhm.
And it's like I got that travel bug, I got that cruise bug. I grew up poor. We never traveled other than going to my grandma's house in Maryland. We get in the
Mhm.
Buick, all five of us, and or not five of us, seven of us.
Mhm.
And we would go to Maryland and that was our vacation.
Mhm.
And so it's just great to see young families with infants out there already instilling that love of travel, that education that's behind it. The school principal
Yeah.
is coming out, like the education behind it, just the street smarts, all that comes from traveling. It's just
Mhm.
amazing to see. Like your kids are going to be just so with it by the time they're teenagers and young adults because they've been to so many places and they've done so many things. So
Yeah, you're
And
you're
seeing
spot
I
on.
different
I
cultures.
didn't travel. My first cruise, I was almost 30 with my first cruise. So yeah, I always say I want the kids to experience the world. Deuce was a little over one for his first one. Um, Janelle was a little bit later. She didn't get to cruise until she was 3 because of COVID.
mhm.
And
Mm-hmm.
then Jackson's first cruise, he was 9 months. So,
Yeah. Yeah. So that I mean that's awesome. Like I really think traveling is some of the best education that,
mhm.
kids can have. And yeah, it's amazing. Sparkle says, yeah, I started over. My oldest daughters are 29, 27. I got a 9-year-old and a 16-month-old. Oh, whew.
So I think Sparkle's telling us that there might be a plan.
Yeah,
Thank you,
no.
Sparkle. I appreciate you.
Absolutely not. Nope,
Raquel
nope,
said, yeah,
nope,
no.
nope, nope. I'm just now to the point where we can start possibly traveling. Because, guys, the vlogs are like me. I mean, that's what it's been. And now the kids are getting older and they want to do different things. So it's not as much like family, like all of us together all the time. But we're now to the point where we could start possibly going for us to do things. So that's what I'm looking forward to.
But I
Mhm.
want
Um,
to hear more about what Sparkle has to say.
nope. Sparkle, we love your family, but don't try to convince him over here for nothing. Because
I don't
see what C
blame
says. What
you.
part of Maryland? See what C. My family's from Lexington Park, Maryland, Leonardtown,
Mhm.
right there, St. Mary's County. So that's where my mom's side of the family's from, and we visit from time to time. But yeah, when I was a kid, we would spend summers with my grandma right there in Lexington Park.
What's it
Let's
called?
see.
Oakville or Oak Cliff?
No, that's another town
Okay.
there, but yeah, St. Mary's. My cruising family says, Ron, you better stop it. Yeah, he better. Uh, Evolve with Edit says the cruise addiction hits, you're addicted for life. Would you say that cruising is
Mhm.
an addiction?
It is. If you're not on a cruise, you're planning for a cruise, you're thinking about a cruise, researching, yes,
Mm-hmm.
it is very addictive.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Curtis says, Jocelyn, have you ever been on a Carnival Excel ship? What do you like about the class of the ship? Have you been on an Excel
I
class
have
yet?
not. The Excel ships will
Oh,
not let me be great. Remember, we were all booked on the inaugural for
uh-huh.
Jubilee for Thanksgiving, and then they delayed it by like a month. So every time I've had an opportunity to get on the Excel, it's been canceled. So I will get on it one of these days, but no.
Yes, you have to. The kids will love it. They will. I mean, they love Carnival. They will. The Excel. They're gonna be spoiled. They're not gonna want to do anything else after an Excel class at all. Like, yeah. So, let's see here. Carla says, "Sparkle. It's special when you have a kids with a big age gap. My nearest sibling is 14 years older. Yeah. So that I mean, it's great. It's not great for us. I mean, we already have a gap. We don't need another one." All righty. Let's see here. I'm just kind of scrolling to make sure we don't have any last minute questions. Elif McKinley, welcome in, says, I agree, very addictive. You have to slow yourself down. You do.
Hmm.
You really do.
I want to hear more from Sparkle.
Sparkle says, my daughters wouldn't give us grands, but the shop is closed here now. My tubes are removed. Not just tied, removed.
I don't blame you.
I get it. All right. Well, Jocelyn, it has been a pleasure chatting with you. We appreciate you being the very first channel member on our spotlight. I
Thank you.
appreciate
Thank
it. If you
you.
are a channel member watching, I'm going to drop the link in the community. I said that the other day. I've been so busy. I just don't even know how I keep up with stuff. But I'm going to drop a link in the YouTube community for channel members if you want to get on one of the spotlights just to kind of talk. Feel free to complete that, and I'll let you know the date once I look at my travel and cruise calendar. I'll let you guys know. But Jocelyn, it's been a pleasure. You guys be sure to go ahead and subscribe to Jocelyn. We are going to, or Jocelyn and Alan. I keep saying Jocelyn. Allen Family Adventures.
Yes.
Go subscribe to Allen Family Adventures. Now, are you guys on social media as well, or are you just mostly YouTube?
Mostly YouTube. I mean,
Just
we have
YouTube. Okay.
Instagram, but I need to get more consistent with posting on there, but mainly YouTube.
Got it. Got it. So be sure to go over there and follow. And I appreciate you guys all being here. We are going to close out because yeah, we've gone an hour and a half. So upcoming next we have
Next week you're going on a cruise.
you weren't supposed to say
Oh, I'm
anything.
sorry.
That's why I gotta block him as a channel member. He signed up to be a channel member. So he's paying 99 cents a month because I wasn't telling him.
Mhm.
Yes, okay. So next week, since you've already said something, Andrew's spring break is because Andrew works, so he has his spring break or his work break is different than Joe Marie and Dyson. So he and I are actually going to NASCAR this weekend. If you guys don't know, Andrew loves NASCAR. That's been like he's loved NASCAR since he was a baby. And so we haven't gone to we used to go to NASCAR and Indy 500 like every year, and we kind of stopped the last couple of years. So we're going to NASCAR. We're spending the whole weekend in Miami for NASCAR. And then we're gonna hop
Nice.
on just 2 days, Margaritaville at Sea Paradise, to check them out again because it's been over a year and they've done some updates and refreshments or whatever.
But
So
Andrew hasn't been on that.
Andrew hasn't been on it, so I'm curious to see his
Okay.
spot. So it's just gonna be a quick cruise, and then I come back, and then I actually have 3 or 4 cruises for April. So and he doesn't know what those are, so he can't tell you. But if you're a channel member, you probably already know. But yeah, so we appreciate you guys being here. Stay tuned. Next chit chat, I'll have to schedule. I don't know when it is. Our Monday midday cruise Q&A will not happen next Monday because I will be on board Margaritaville at Sea Paradise with Andrew. So follow us for the next Monday. But again, if you're not following Jocelyn from Allen Family Adventures or Allen Family Adventures with Jocelyn,
Yes.
be sure to subscribe. We appreciate you guys being here for another Chit Chat Tuesday. Jocelyn, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank
And
you
if
for
you guys
having
aren't
me.
subscribed, absolutely. If you guys aren't subscribed to our channel, help us get to 50K. That is our goal. We hit 29K yesterday. We appreciate all of your love support. We hope you guys have a great rest of the week. And Jocelyn, we look forward to seeing you out back on the seas next month or
Yes,
May.
in May.
So we'll be looking forward to the content and all of your live streams with Veronica, your family, Veronica, Edna,
Yes,
JT, all of you
yes,
guys. So guys, make
everybody.
sure you follow all of them. So amazing. So again, a pleasure, and we will see you guys. I don't know when, but you'll see us. Take care, everyone. See you later,
Bye,
Jocelyn.
Bye.
everybody.